Hello everyone, welcome to this new video and I am Amythyss. So, um, let's start simple. This video was a nightmare to make because my room is very warm, so like at the moment I'm making this recording at 7 a.m. So my apologies if I sound a little bit weird, but it is what it is. I prefer to sound weird and give some recording. And well, what to say? This house is a little bit of a particular one. It's, I would say, quite different compared to the others because the shape is quite simple, although it is, I believe, also quite advanced. Like, it is a simple shape, but it is, I would say, a pretty advanced build. And of course, I did not use any cheats. But what to say? Right now I'm building the shell. As you may know, I always prefer to build the shell, and oh my god, I struggled so much here. Like this corner was such a struggle to build. Like because frankly speaking, I did not know what to build there, and yeah, I I personally thought that the shell was something pretty interesting, a little bit advanced, a little bit simple, straightforward, and yeah, I had to move one specific tree because it was way too close to the shell and it was clipping in. And well, what to say? Except this is just me building the shell. I find that as a shell, this is um, quite nice to look at. I think this is my best shell yet, to be honest, because like it's a simple shape. It is yeah, it's a simple shape. However, it is also still interesting, and yeah, I really don't know what to say. I'm gonna be honest. Like, what do I say here? Oh yeah, here it is where I am struggling so much with the shape because I'm like, okay, I don't exactly like the fact that it is three so close, but at the same time I don't really have an alternative. So I guess that I have to just, deal with it. And this house is actually, um, it ends up being actually very luxurious, which is it's absolutely something that I was looking to, but I did not expect it to end up looking this luxurious. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm really happy and satisfied with the result because, I mean, how do I say it properly? Like, it is a pretty decent result. Let's just say this. I like the result. I like how it looks. Although maybe there are some things that could have been better, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite care. Something else that I guess I could mention is this house is a little bit inspired by one of the houses in Oasis Landing, and actually by two, I believe. I believe that it is inspired by two houses in Oasis Landing, which use a little bit of the same details. And I always found that it looked great, so I was like, okay, this looks great, so why not? Why not reuse some details and make something that looks good? Here, of course, I am setting every wall as, every area as black because, as I said in a previous video, it's a preference of mine to make black the areas that I don't expect to use. And yeah, that's essentially the answer to why I keep using the black. And oh my goodness, doing the exterior of this build is like, I guess, two-thirds of the build. Like, the exterior was more complicated than inside, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I could have cut here like 20 or so minutes and you would still see the exterior. But I guess that it is normal because like it's just a build. Like, no, what is it that I'm saying? Because once you have the shell, you have pretty much everything done. And yeah, here I decided, okay, I wanted to have something a little bit nice looking, I guess. Like I wanted to have something that looked fancy, I would say is the right term. So I decided, okay, let's make something looking fancy. And to be honest, I have no idea what I was doing. Like, I legitimately don't know what I was doing. Like, it's not that I don't like it, but it's, I went pretty much with whatever. Like, whatever is, as long as it looks good, it looks good, you know? And yeah, in retrospective, perhaps I would diminish a little bit with white, maybe. But yeah, I think that it looks fine. Like, I really think that it looks pretty acceptable. It looks fine, and it looks fun. And yeah, basically, I'm still working on the outside, and yeah, here I was like, okay, I want something very fancy, so maybe carpet until the end. But then I decided, you know what? Let's make one of these very rare terrain paints. Like, I rarely make a terrain paint like this where I use some black as a base and then I put uh, not the asphalt, the bricks. And I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely hate the outside. Like, it took forever to be like. I don't hate the outside actually. It just it took so long to do the outside, and it's really nothing. So I'm like, okay, I spent like 1 hour in real life making the outside, and the result is well, it looks nothing fancy, but it looks good, I guess. Oh, I love this swimming pool though. I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely adore this swimming pool. Now, this is not the wall paint that I used, to be honest. Like, as you will see, I will change the wall paint, but I think that it looked very nice. I think that the color really adds a lot to this swimming pool. As you can see, it looks warm, I would say. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's 7:31 in the morning. I'm like, I woke up like 1 hour ago. So I'm sorry. But yeah, here I basically noticed that it was a little bit inconsistent. I mean, the shape was a little bit inconsistent. So I told myself, okay, let's extend this so that the shape of the I guess the pool area is more consistent with the rest. And also in retrospective, like the majority of the area where you can make a garden is on this extended side, so like it doesn't make sense that the garden doesn't have access, but the rest does. And yeah, I believe that this is about. Uh, I believe that it is about the end for the shell. I believe. Here I'm trying to place some fountains because I wanted it to look a little bit fancier, but I was like, you know what? Nah. It's a fountain that small wouldn't really look nice. And yeah, basically here instead I'm going to struggle for a little bit with this section because I couldn't for the life of me get it to align with the center. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's let's just pick something better out. Let's just make it spacious and be fine with it. And oh, I remember this. I was like, okay, why does it not light up the flowers? And in the end, I decided, you know what, whatever. Like, it doesn't light up the flowers, whatever. Okay, so I'm finally moving to the inside. The inside is, I would say, very spacious, and it has absolutely almost no privacy. Like, believe it or not, the majority of the walls will end up having a window, which, as you may have noticed from the other videos, it is something that I usually do. I really like having big windows, and this house is no exception. I'm having a lot of big windows and taking advantage of the nice pool and so on. And I personally think that it looks very nice. I think, like, yes, okay, there is no privacy, that much is true, but at the same time, I would say there are countries where this is normal. Like in the country where I live in, for example, we are fine with having big windows and letting people look through because we are like, we have no secret, we have nothing to hide, so why would we hide? And it's something that I truly believe in. Like, if you have nothing to hide, then why are you hiding? And yeah, okay, privacy and all, but what are you hiding? Like, I live exactly like you, so like, is there a surprise or something? Here I decided to make something. Okay, not yet, but I decided to end up making something quite particular, honestly, quite uncommon for me. I think is the right term. And you will see soon how I decided to make this area like a big carpeted area with the floors, but in a very particular way, I would say, because rather than just using the carpet, I make it so that it is like cut out, if it makes sense. Like, how do I say it properly? like, like I make sure that it is not exact to the tile, but either way, I see that we moved on the toilet before making that change. So I guess little spoiler here, as I guess very often, I make this bathroom very black, and I just think that it looks very good. Oh, and here I'm doing something so dumb. I was like, okay, this is a tissue, so let's make it a tissue. Like, let's give it some textures. And then I was like, wait, this is just toilet paper. Why am I trying to make it blue? Does blue toilet paper even exist? I don't know. I guess yes. I don't know. And this part, I guess, is a little bit useless. Like, I am not sure if I actually do need to color the top of the windows and that will show. I'm actually not sure. But here I decided, you know what? let's give it a little bit of a pop of color. It is very black, it is very white. Let's also give it some color. And I'm struggling so much with textures, but then I end up just being like, okay, just have it flat, whatever. And yeah, basically here I'm doing the outside balcony, which is I guess quite simple. Like, to be honest, I like the balcony itself, but I had no idea what to put in there. I was like, okay, but what do I do with this? Like, yes, it's a nice balcony, don't get me wrong, but I was I was just like, what do I put in there? Like, I don't want to leave it empty. And ironically speaking, this is actually my favorite room that I'm making now. It's small, it's very small, but I feel like this is actually my favorite room. It's just small indoor gym, and yeah, I would say it looks fairly nice. Like, I think that it is nice to have a gym that has such a 360 degrees view. And oh, the kitchen. Actually, never mind. The kitchen is my favorite room. Now, I don't know if you will see it now. I think yes. But the kitchen was such a nightmare. Like, choosing the wall was a pain. In fact, I think that, yeah, I cut the video because I was like I spent 30 minutes just choosing the wall and like, okay, maybe not. Like, maybe it's better not to show you 40 minutes of me picking walls over and over. But why do I like the kitchen? I like the kitchen because um, how do I say? Oh my goodness, I don't have words. I like the kitchen because of this island that I'm trying to make. Now, I will struggle a little bit because I did not expect that the stove would create problems. However, to be honest, I think that it came out pretty nicely. And it's true that I said I don't like to use the Alt key. However, in this case, I pretty much had to use it because, like, there was no way to put it in otherwise. And I personally think that it looks fine. Also, I think I could have probably used a fireplace here as well. Like in the area that I color black on the right. But at the same time, I was like, no, whatever. It's already pretty crammed. It looks. I think that this looks good enough, to be honest. And ironically, the dining room is actually very simple. Like, the dining room is really nothing to be. Um, yeah, English, hello. Uh, yeah, the dining room is really nothing to be impressed by, I think. Like, it's just a dining room, like a 1, 2, 3 dining room, like table, chairs, maybe a painting, and that's kind of it. Now, don't get me wrong. The reason it is a 1, 2, 3 dining room is simply because it is this small. Like, I don't want to have the rooms be too cramped, but yeah, this is the reason. Like, there is basically no space for anything else. And yeah, finally we move to my living room, and oh, this room was a nightmare because this carpet actually uses the wrong texture. As you can see here, I now try desperately to get the correct texture without ever finding it. So I decided to just use the grass texture, color it red, and say, okay, whatever. And I believe I do it about now. I believe. Yeah, there you go. I decided just to use the grass texture, whatever. And here I end up doing the same thing. I wanted to make something, I guess from the same game pack, but I end up just being like, whatever. Just use a flat floor and color it like this, and no one will notice. It doesn't matter. It looks good anyway. And yeah, as I said, I end up fighting a lot with this because, like, at the beginning it was too big, and then it was too small, and then it was too big on one side. So I ended up basically fighting over it. And yeah, that was actually quite funny. And also tried to make a 2 by 2 table, but I decided against it because, as I said multiple times, I hate using the Alt key. Yes, it is very nice for building. It makes stuff look very nice, but this Sims works a lot on tiles, and I fear that Sims won't really use it properly. So I'm like, yeah, like, I like making houses that you can use, and in this case, I'm afraid that you can't. So yeah, the answer is basically no, thank you. And yeah, here I think, yeah, this is the last time I've adjusted this stupid carpet, and I believe this is also the last time that I adjust the TV area. Like, honestly, this is sped up 4.5 times, so like, I stood there a long time being like, is this good? And yeah, this is, I believe, also the last thing I add, because I felt like the room is too open. Like, yes, you have the entrance, but this room looks too open. So I decided to just close it up with a little bit one window, make it look a little bit more separated, and just whatever, like, no, not whatever actually, just be like, okay, this is fine, this is acceptable, this looks good. And I believe that I'm about to give a cut because, again, these builds take days to make. Like, this build in particular took me like a week to record, edit, and so on. And of course, this includes building. And like, it just takes so long to make them. And don't get me wrong, I like making them, but like, oh my god, like, well, basically there is no way I can make it without cutting it. Yeah, there you go. Indeed, I made a cut, and ironically, I cut exactly at the right moment because now I'm making the second floor. Like, this is actually not intentional to have cut the video exactly when I started the second floor. Although it is certainly very welcome, but yeah. Oh, yeah, here I don't actually struggle with it, but I'm like, okay, I hate how this looks, whatever. This room will have to look smaller. So I just decided to cut it like that instead. And the second floor in particular, I believe that it has even more windows than downstairs. Like, the second floor basically has almost no solid wall, really. Oh, yeah. Here I wanted to use a specific window for that side, but noticed, well, it is going through the wall, so there is really nothing I can do. Well, not the wall. It's going through the ceiling, so there is nothing I can do. I cannot use it. And Truth being told, I also couldn't have like flattened the roof because for some reason the game didn't allow me. As you can see here, the game for some reason the game thinks that the roof is not flat, which is so annoying. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I find this so irritating. I don't know why. Like, I have no idea why the game thinks the roof is not flat, but yeah, whatever, I guess. I guess I will have to deal with it. And yeah, basically, here I wanted a size 2 door, but then I noticed it is not in the center. So, no size 2 door. And oh, I love this bathroom. Now, right now, it doesn't look like it is going to be much, not gonna lie, but this bathroom will have something that looks very nice in a moment. And to be completely honest, this house has a lot of details that I actually really like. Like this, for example. I really like how I put the bathtub on the top. Now, it's true. There is no shower, which is kind of annoying to be honest. But there is a bathtub, and to be honest, I would rather have a bathtub than a um. I would rather have a bathtub than a shower. I think on the upstairs because like the upstairs is the, let's call it the private areas, and it's meant more to relax than be, active and I guess normal, classic. So yeah, I would prefer a bathtub there than a shower. Now, this room is going to be very. I would be honest, this room is going to be very feminine. I was thinking this room as a ladies' room, basically. Like, I don't know, this family has two daughters or so. And oh my goodness, I struggled so much with those lines. And yeah, I was saying, I'm thinking this room to be as a two daughters room. So very pink, very, yeah, very pink themed. And yeah, very pink themed, very feminine. However, here this is I think the first time in the channel so far that I actually decided to use curtains. And the reason for this is okay, it is a bedroom, it is looking directly in front of the road. Maybe in this case it is good that you have like some curtains because like you know a little bit of privacy maybe would be convenient to have like at least in your bedroom if it is visible from outside like roadside. At least this way not everyone that comes by with the car sees what's inside during the night. That honestly it feels a little bit like a danger, like it feels like you're inviting to be robbed or something. Like, oh good, now I can tell when you are sleeping. That's convenient. And yeah, now this is going to be the master bedroom, and I'm going to be completely honest, I had absolutely no idea what to do with the master bedroom. Like, I wanted to make a platform for the master bedroom. However, I was like, I don't want the platform to hit the windows like this, and I don't want to remove the windows. Now, I probably could have made it into, I don't know, an office or something. But yeah, I didn't want it to be like um, I didn't want the platform to reach the windows because like even in real life I would feel like that makes no sense. Like I have a platform and I reach the window with the platform. That makes no sense. So instead I decided to do something like this, make the bed area stand out way more. And those wardrobes actually well technically drawers. I decided to make like to use like as if they were columns basically, so that you actually can divide the room into two, and well, there is the bed area and there is a sitting area that I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I put a sitting area there. I don't know why you would want to sit there, but I don't know. Maybe you are changing your shoes, or maybe you are reading, I don't know. Or maybe I don't know. Whatever you would do sitting in a bedroom, I guess. And this is actually a room that I didn't exactly have an idea about what to do with it. I'm gonna be honest, I was like, okay, let's try making it a reading room. And I ended up actually really liking it because, like, it's not a normal landing where you just have I guess, football table and that's it. No, I decided to make this into a pretty decent reading room, still light blue themed, and yeah, I think that it looks um, okay, I guess. Like, I think that it looks pretty nice. I probably would have, honestly, I probably would change something if this were my actual house. However, I think that it looks okay. I would say it looks okay. And of course, the top garden, I needed to add some plants because, well, I don't want it to be flat. Now, I have no idea how you would reach the top. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea, but still, it looks fine. It looks decent. Maybe you have, I don't know, a ladder somewhere, and why a fireplace outside? I don't know. Maybe the girls invite some friends every once in a while, and they just have a campfire outside or something. And I believe, yeah. Now, to be honest, the build is basically done. The only thing that I'm gonna do now is close up this side, which is going to be, um, well, as you probably noticed, it's going to be, yeah. I hate when that bug happens and you have like ceiling tiles around. It's super annoying. I hate it. But either way, here I'm basically making a parking lot because I'm now originally I wasn't going to do that, but I told myself, I'm sorry, you are super wealthy. Why would you not have a parking lot? Like, why would you not have a parking lot in this super wealthy house? And yeah, obviously here um, I decided to make some more green space because I'm gonna be honest, I like this house having that much green space. And yeah, just putting some spruce trees because I like spruce trees, okay? I like this kind of trees. They look great in my opinion. And yeah, here I'm basically going to make a little bit of decoration. I could honestly have left it like empty. However, I was like, I don't want to leave it empty. I want it to be. semi-empty, but because there really is nothing that I can add to this. However, I also don't really want it to be completely empty. So I decided to just add a little barbecue and a sitting area just in case. And yeah, I tried putting the umbrella somewhere around here because, like, you are cooking, maybe you want the sun to be out of the way, but my head kept telling me it's gonna catch fire.